Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to sew this crop top with a V-shaped bell sleeve and also a straight skirt. So in our last class, we drafted the pattern for this. So if you are interested in knowing this, I'll drop the link in the description box so you can go through it. Okay, so guys, I actually love the outcome. It's looking so beautiful. I must confess, this actually came out so fine. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time visiting our channel, and also if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe to this channel, and always turn on your notification bell so you can get updates from us whenever we post a new video. So guys, let's get straight into the video. So guys, here are my patterns for this tutorial. I've gone ahead to transfer all my fabric. This is my skirt, the top, and also my sleeve pattern. So we are going to keep the sleeve and the skirt aside. We are going to be working on the crop top. Okay, so I'm just going to place the right side of the front and the back together. Then I'll go to my sewing machine and stitch half of an inch on the shoulder. Also, I'm also going to be folding the hem of this top. Okay, so remember our seam allowance was 1.5, so you're just going to fold both the front and the back together. Also, for this sleeve, you can decide to add an interfacing to your sleeve, then you also add lining. So if you want to give it this structured kind of look, so you can add an interfacing or a lining to this. But as for me, I just want to use my bias to tape it. Okay, just use your bias to tape it, or you can add an interfacing. So I'll do that for the two sleeve. Then for this skirt, I'm also going to be transferring my dart from my pattern to the main fabric. So you're going to be folding like I did. I notched my dart, so you're just going to stitch on that line. Also, you're also going to stitch the back dart as well. You're going to fold like I'm doing. Just fold, remember the place that we notched, so you're just going to fold and stitch your dart. So I'm also going to be folding the hem of this skirt. We actually left 1.5 inch for the folding. I'll go ahead and fold the hem of my skirt, both the front and also the back. So guys, after I was done doing that, this is what it looks like. I've gone ahead to hem my sleeve. I hem both the two sleeve. Okay, so as you can see, it's coming out already. Also, the shoulder, I've gone ahead to stitch using half of an inch. I opened up the seam and gave it a good press. I also went ahead to hem this top. Okay, can you see? I hem both the front and the back. And likewise the skirt, I've gone to hem the skirt and also stitch the dart. This is the front part for this skirt, and also for the back, I went ahead to fold the hem of this skirt and also to stitch my darts. So for this sleeve, I'm going to be stitching 1/4 inch on the right side. Can you see? Just go ahead and stitch 1/4 inch on the right side. I'll also be using my bias to tape this neck, and also you're going to be stitching right side, just stitch 0.25 at the sides, then use your bias to turn the neck. For the skirt part, I'm going to repeat the same thing. Place the front and the back together like you see me doing. Then you're just going to be stitching 1/4 inch. Note, do not forget right side. Okay, 1/4 inch. Just stitch very little, 1/4 inch from the waist to the hem of this skirt. And after I was done doing that, this is what it looks like. Can you see? So I've turned it inside. I've turned the right side in. So can you see what the wrong side looks like? we're just trying to achieve a neat finishing. So guys, the next thing I will do, I'm just going to impute my body measurement. Remember, we actually use 1 inch as the seam allowance, so I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch at the bust and confirm my measurement to be sure. Then the next thing I'll do, I'll also go to the waist line and I'm going to be marking 1 inch on both sides. So you just go ahead and confirm your measurement. Then I'm just going to connect these 2 points together with a straight ruler. You repeat the same thing to the other side. Just connect those lines together and you take them to your sewing machine and stitch on that line. You will do that on both sides. Also, for this sleeve, I turned it inside, so this is the wrong side. I'm just going to mark 1 inch from the top. Then when I'm getting to the hem of this sleeve, you can decide to make it smaller. Okay, you can just reduce it a little. Can you see? So you do this on the second sleeve. So I'll go to my machine and stitch on that line as well. Also, for this skirt part, can you see I have gone ahead to turn the right side in, and this is our wrong side. I'm just going to be imputing my waist measurements. Just take that measurement, whatever you have. My waist measurement is 26, so divided by 2 is 13.5. You just mark 13.5, and whatever you have as the excess, divide it into 2, and you're just going to be marking 1.5 on both sides. Okay, so yeah, I went ahead to confirm my measurement and I have 13.5 over there. So for the hip line, I'm going to place my tape 1.5 inches off because it has a band. So remember, my hip line is 8, so I went ahead to mark 8. That's where we'll be imputing our hip measurement. So you do the same thing on the other side. Then just measure through that line. Whatever you have, divide your hip measurement by 2. Then whatever excess, like we did on the waist, you just mark your seam allowance on both sides. So I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch at the hem of this skirt. Okay, after I was done doing that, I went ahead to connect this with my straight ruler. Just connect like you see me doing. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing. And if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like and share this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us. So guys, I'll just go to my sewing machine. After connecting, you're just going to blend this. Okay, just blend the hip because we don't want a sharp edge. So you're just going to blend this with your curve and go to your sewing machine. You're just simply going to stitch on the lines that we just marked. Okay, you do this on both sides, stitch on the line. Then also for the sleeve, after I was done stitching, this is what it looks like. I went ahead to stitch, and also the top, I've gone ahead to stitch on the lines that we just mark. So guys, the next thing that we'll do, remember the front is different. The front armhole is different from the back armhole. The front is deeper than the back. Okay, likewise our sleeve, the front, we marked the front, we differentiated the front from the back. So I'm just going to enhance that. You're just going to differentiate the front from the back. Okay, I've already marked it. So the next thing, I'm just going to turn the right side out like you see me doing. You do the same thing to the sleeve. So remember, I marked the sleeve, so make sure the one you marked for the sleeve matches with the front armhole. Okay, so just try and position it well, just arrange it very well. Make sure that the side that you marked tallies with the armhole. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to be fixing my sleeve to the dress now. So you're just going to ensure that the right side of your sleeve matches, or you place the right side of your sleeve on the right side of your armhole. Okay, just watch what I'm doing. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch. And I'm going to, we notched our sleeve, so make sure the notched part is going to be on the shoulder, the place where we joint. So make sure they align before pinning. You're just going to pin all the way around. Take your time when doing this. You're just going to pin. Remember, it's right side facing each other, the right side of your sleeve to the right side of your armhole. So I'm going to be pinning this round. I'll repeat the same thing to the second sleeve. Pin this round and stitch half of an inch, 0.5 inch. You're just going to do that for the two sleeve. So guys, after I was done doing that, this is what you should have. Note, I've not stitched this using my machine. I'm also going to secure with my pin. Okay, just watch the way I'm doing it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, the right side of your sleeve to the right side of your armhole. Make sure you join the shoulder part. We notched the sleeve, so you're just going to join them and secure with your pin before taking it to your sewing machine to stitch. So guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for always watching my videos. This means a whole lot to me. Thank you so much. So guys, for this is the band. I'm just going to measure. You should have XX anyway. So I have my waist measurement is 26, so you can add like 4 extra or 5 inches extra. So for the width, I have 4.5, but you should have 4. So I went ahead to fold in half of an inch first. So you're just going to fold in half of an inch until you get to the other end. After I was done folding half of an inch, so I now folded it equal. So you're just going to divide it into two now and iron. Make sure at this point you need to work with your iron. You're going to iron this very well. Okay, so guys, this is my skirt. I'm gonna ahead to stitch my stitch on the lines that we just marked. So for this band, remember the part that we didn't fold, the other part that is straight. You're just going to place it right side of your band, then you place it on the wrong side of your skirt. Okay, the right side of your back of your band to the wrong side of your skirt. Just watch what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm saying. So you're going to stitch using half of an inch, 0.5 inch. Then after, for the sleeve, you're just going to stitch like I said. You're going to stitch. After I was done stitching, this is what it looks like. So guys, for my bands, I've went ahead to stitch. Can you see? This is what it looks like. Then the next thing I'll do, I'm going to turn to the right side, secure with your pin, and also you take this to your sewing machine and top stitch to your skirt. Top stitch the band to your skirt. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? Just go ahead and cut out the remaining band. That's why I say it's better you have XX than for you to have a shortage of this. So guys, after I was done stitching, this is what it looks like. We are almost through with this skirt. The next thing we are going to do is to mark 2 inch, because this is going to be our zipper allowance. So you're just going to mark 2 inch from the hip line. Then from the hem of this skirt, you're going to be marking 5 inch, because that is where our slit will start from. This skirt has a slit behind, so from that point I'm just going to stitch down. Okay, so guys, I've stitched this down and I'm going to be fixing my zip to this. Remember, our zipper allowance is 1.5, so you're going to place your zip like you see me doing, 1.5 inch, until you get to that point where our stitch started from. So you're going to pin the secure with your pin, and likewise you turn it over to the other side and secure with your pin as well. You do this. After doing that, you're just going to take this to your sewing machine and stitch your zip, stitch close to the zip, okay? And that will be the end of this tutorial. So guys, for the slits, you can just simply hem it or use your hemming gun to finish this up. And so guys, this is the final outcome after I was done fixing my zip. This is it, this is what it looks like. So guys, do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and always turn on your notification bell so you can get updates from us whenever we post a new video. Until I see you in my next video, bye.